Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And of course, if you like the content seen in tonight's video, then be sure to hit that notification bell and like button. That way, you will indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. With that out of the way, let's get started with today's video. A movie about a quirky young woman growing to a substantially large size and then becoming friends with a bunch of monsters contained in a secret military facility, which are then released on the world to fight and stop an alien invasion. For kids! What? Monsters vs. Aliens is a 2009 CGI animated cartoon produced by DreamWorks Animation. It stars Reese Witherspoon, Seth Rogen, and Hugh Laurie. It's directed by Rob Letterman and Conrad Vernon. The movie is initially targeted towards a child/family audience. However, due to some sexually suggestive and adult style humor, I'd say the movie could even be held at sort of a PG rating. But the movie is a parody movie, and it being a monster/alien movie, of course, it's parodying a lot of the old alien and monster movies, with titles like Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Fly, The Blob, and even Godzilla and Mothra. All of these different movies are parodied to some degree in the movie. In fact, the main cast of characters are even parodies in themselves. You have this character known as the Missing Link, who is a parody of the swamp creature from the Creature from the Black Lagoon. The main character even in this movie, who is Susan, aka Ginormica, is a parody of the 50-Foot Woman from Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. You have creatures like the Blob and even the Fly referenced in the characters known as Bob and Dr. Cockroach. It's actually quite funny to see, and even Insectosaurus doesn't just get one movie that he's parodying, he's two movies. He is Godzilla and Mothra. He parodies both of these movies, which is some of the most awesome stuff I've seen in a child's movie. Now, most kids aren't gonna really get the references in this movie because they're too young, but for people like me who absolutely love the old monster movies, watching a movie like this is definitely tons of fun. And what makes it even more fun is the amount of adult humor, which again is targeted more at a teen or/slash young adult audience rather than a child's audience, because there's a lot of stuff in this movie that's kind of hinted or suggested that isn't for kids. It doesn't have the child's mind involved. But outside of its minor inconsistencies with what it's representing in the movie, like who it represents for kids, or is it for adults, or is it for teenagers, at the end of the day, it's a really cool animated monster movie. And while yes, it's undecided who it should be marketed to, whether it's kids or adults, it's still a quite awesome and great movie to watch. Definitely pull out some root beer, pull out that popcorn, and maybe a tube of ice cream. But it's a good movie, minus the uproar from its kind of G rating, even though it should be moved up to a PG rating considering some of the horrendous jokes that are in the movie. The movie is very decently written for a movie of 2009, a DreamWorks movie. It's very good. It's very faithful to the movies it parodies. Again, most of the characters, like most of the main cast of monster characters, are based on old monster movies. You have the Blob, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, The Fly, and even Godzilla. You know, all of these awesome movies, which I have seen countless times as an adult, are awesome. But again, probably kids won't understand the kind of monsters that are being parodied in this movie, which is completely okay because you don't want your kids to understand a lot of what's going on in this movie. The most you want your kids to understand is there's cool monsters fighting on screen, there's cool monsters fighting a giant robot, or there's cool monsters, stopping an alien invasion. That's pretty much what you want your kids to see, and none of the other sexually suggestive jokes or inappropriate humor that this movie has to offer. Anyway, the movie is decent. I'd give it probably a 8 out of 10 because, well, yes, it does have a really upbeat, funny, screenplay to watch. It's definitely one of those more funny and, heartwarming movies. At the end of the day, it is just a spoof movie, so it doesn't take itself too seriously. But with that being said, the movie was really popular. It actually sported a line of action figures. It had a McDonald's Happy Meal placed around it. There were stuffed animals, action figures. There was even a spin-off series on YTV, and a bunch of mini movies, short films that were produced as like holiday specials for like Halloween and Christmas. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my look at the Monsters vs. Aliens movie. And with that being said, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.